So the arms for this pose can be a big kind of shoulder stretch. So a really good stretch for this one would be threading the needle. I'll try to adjust you guys so that you can see. I've lost a part on my phone. But so thread the needle would be a good one, being here. Bring the knees as wide as the mat and then thread the arm under. Okay, and then push open or push away with one hand. And then push the back of this, the threaded arm, the one that's under, push this into the ground. Okay, and then kind of pull your upper body that way. So watch, I'm going to pull my upper body that way a little bit. So then you're feeling a stretch in the muscle that's on the shoulder blade. Okay, and then another one you could do is come here and wrap and lift the elbows and push forward. So this would be a good variation just to do if you're not yet able to do the full variation of the arms. Okay, so the full variation of the arms, it can be here, or then start to turn the palms up. Okay, so then maybe you're here, or maybe you wrap around. Palms might touch, but maybe not for a long time. I've got a lot of students who they do not touch. Lift the elbows up, and then push the arms forward. Okay, trying to get your wrists on top of your elbows. Hey, thanks for the hearts, guys. Okay, so wrists on top of the elbows. So again, you can do some shoulder rolls. First variation, maybe you're here. Let's do it the other way, other arm on top. Point the fingers up. Maybe they touch like here, maybe they wrap all the way around. Lift the elbows up and then push the wrists forward so they're right on top of the elbows. Okay, so now for the legs do exactly the same thing that the arms just did. Okay, so for this one, let's just do the legs for a second. So I'm bending like I'm sitting in a chair, squatting, then I'll cross the leg over so that there's no gap. A lot of times people will be here and kind of have a gap. So cross it all the way over so that there's no gap. Now you can stay here, keep that foot active. You could do prayer. Or if this feels comfortable, then that foot will wrap all the way around and hook. Okay, so now since my left leg's over, then my right arm goes on top. Okay, now here you don't want to let this hip come in because it wants to. So push the hip back, bring the elbows forward, start to bring your belly button down towards your legs, but then instead of rounding, try to lift the elbows up. Navel to spine, lengthen the tailbone, and then unwind with as much grace as you can. Okay, let's try the other side. Another common mistake is that people will cross, but this standing leg won't be bent. Okay, so you want to make sure you're sitting back like in a chair, cross the leg over, stay here, or hook it around. Okay, now see how my hip came like that? Now I'm going to push my hip back, arms out. So my right leg is over, so now my left arm goes over. So whatever leg's over, the opposite arm goes over on top. Okay, so bringing the belly button down, lifting the elbows up, pushing my hip back to square the hips. Pushing the elbows or the wrists forward so that they're on top of the elbows. Slowly come up. Another way you can do this one is on the ground. So you could be here. And I actually like to do some abs here. So I extend and then bring it in. And extend and bring it in. Navel to spine. Extend and bring it in. Extend and bring it in. So if you're a teacher, it would be really fun to do that theme. You can use that theme throughout your practice. So maybe you'll do that at the beginning of your practice and then at the end do that.